Sierra Leone's economy is highly vulnerable to mining shocks. Therefore, economic diversification is critical to harnessing the country's potential to meet the growing demand for jobs from its youthful population.
I provide leadership for the Ministry of Finance for the Sierra Leone Economic Diversification Project, which is supported by the World Bank Group. This project is a $40 million grant, 5-year period, to support the government diversify its economy away from poor mining sector.
If you talk to business people in Sierra Leone, one of the key constraints they'll tell you about is improving access to finance. If you look at our macroeconomic indicators, you'll observe that credit to the private sector is very low.
It's not easy. Not all man get access for get loan at bank. If you go there for go loan, they ask you for book. Some of we na rent you dey rent.
Which is why the project considered the upgrade of the collateral registry, a public internet database that provides for registration and searches of interest and assets on a 24/7 basis.
Through the intervention of SLEDP and the Bank of Sierra Leone, we're able to secure funds to upgrade the collateral registry to allow the individuals to be able to use the system as well as businesses.
A study on movable assets was conducted to get a deeper understanding of the challenges and bottlenecks hindering SMEs' access to credit and financial services. The study revealed, amongst other things, that the collateral registry is underutilized. This is largely due to the banks and other financial institutions' reluctance to accept movable assets as security for a loan.
Before, if you want to use your vehicle as a form of a collateral to the bank, you have to go and park the vehicle at the bank's premises, and when you finish paying, you collect your vehicle. But now you can be using your vehicle to do your business whilst you earn income, you pay for the loan. A lot of women are now getting access to finance using movable assets as a means of securing credit.
We have been using the platform for years now. After the upgrade of the system, there has been an increase in customer base. We are open as a bank to receive movable assets as a collateral. As soon as we receive the collateral, we ensure that we do the search for as security for a facility that was granted.
The country's performance in global indexes reflects the many challenges in the business environment. This is why Sierra Leone ranked 163 out of 190 economies in the 2020 WEF Global Competitiveness Ratings. This ranking is due to limited reforms to business regulations, leading to underperformance.
The online business registration system is basically a system that makes it quite easy for anyone to register a business in Sierra Leone. Instead of working into these different offices, you can sit from the comfort of your home and register a business. All the agencies will have a back-end function to actually do the necessary approvals if you meet the requirements. The plan is to actually do business registration less than a day and get all your certificates to operate your business. We believe by first quarter of 2023, we should have completed the procurement process to have the supplier on board to supply the hardwares and have the system installed.
Under public goods component of the project is going to provide what we call a one-stop shop, an SME solution center. This is a physical space where SMEs and businesses will go and receive business development services.
Whether registration, whether they would need capacity building support, especially now that we're bringing the online business registration system. We know that some people do not know how to use computers to register businesses. This space can be used and get the support you will need to register a business.
So whatever it takes to support business development, that one center will provide all those services to businesses.
One of the sectors that we focus on more predominantly is the tourism sector, where we see a lot of potential for diversification. We are undertaking hardcore public sector investments in specifically tourist sites.
Quite a lot of studies have been done, site plans have been drawn, bids have been up, and of course we are in a situation where we now need to award a contract so that the construction of those sites will commence.
It's been a dream to have a beautiful botanical garden in such a beautiful location.
I think this will also be a truly one-of-a-kind project, and not just Freetown, but in all of Sierra Leone, because the project will act as a sustainability mechanism for the sanctuary.
Project here shall for benefit in the future to all community people.
Like nothing go for them because we will construct this land shop school and go for book and place and shop. Then like a glass work transparency, possibly pass customer. There's also the kappa. Being kappa for fine. There's also the check now and that on the white.
we get a view of a project where the World Bank they can put here very soon. We will really facelift this particular area, and of course, we therefore enjoy this place because of the kind of platform where they therefore can make here, and it will really good for international and local tourists that we therefore they come around.
The building will be designed with a multi-purpose sense, 2-story high. It'll have a rooftop cafe, training facilities, a large screening room as well, with library, and all of this surrounded by the Botanic Gardens.
And it will also give you an opportunity to see the contrast, because once the building comes up, and it will give you the opportunity to see what's been spoilt and what's been protected. This is the proposed car park area that should be able to take 40-50 vehicles. And from here we will have a small bridge that crosses into the forest, because there is this little like a culvert area. First, then you walk through the forest and the botanical garden, and you get to the innovation center.
Government what I fit say, we don't push, and then self need for come near we for let them help we for upgrade the system.
Then therefore take this boutique here and go build a very decent boutique for we. We they get a very good toilet, shower. We they get a very decent hot them. We'll get for day by the beach side.
So to keep this restructure, we don't really try about it unfinished, but with the help of the government, therefore help for finish and for we. The restaurant side will be modernized, and also the hostel side therefore also be modernized, and also the road network
be good enough good for we. So if they don't come inside for can help we, let God bless them.
And also the car park area again, where we get constraints for, and therefore make them for we very nice. Even the hostels they will not get a networking system like internet service, the energy system we really lack. Therefore, count a solar system at least. Where tourism was done at the next year, all side will be sharp and therefore upgrade for this beach.
With support from SLEDP, we are now in a position where we are training local communities on social capacity.
Working with the beneficiaries, making them have a better understanding of tourism and the role that they're playing in tourism and how they can add value into tourism, getting them ready for the new rehabilitated site. They must take ownership of that site. That site is theirs, and if they're going to add value, they want to know how they can add value.
Mr. Charles, we facilitator, he be engaged with on plenty things, so how we for manage we waste, now we community, we beach, how we for maintainer, how we for package we business. Let tourists and come and see the attraction of what we the post now we website. They come enjoy, we make income.
Like me, I know Mr. B approach guests. But the way how then they train we, how the training they go, now they approach guests fine.
It teach you about honesty. Say when you honest to guests, they expose the place, then you bring more tourists there. Now the community. I don't see with this Budapest really, but then kind of the community. One don't drink, he left him phone, I save and for income. So we're ready for go, give me boku in them. And then they tell we also again another business where we for put in place. Now we community when I waiting. I said the boat racing. They say now other thing the way they make tourists and kind of community. Say not just only where them book appointment. Say but before they make them competition then they with the surfing, the boat riding, let tourists then they come and boom with community.
So there's a lot of reforms that are undertaken, particularly in the tourism industry under this project, that I think is important, like rebranding the state.
We are also talking about how we can be able to ensure that we increase our visibility in the international markets through the marketing strategy that has been done. And now, of course, because of our development of our international tourism, SLEDP has also supported us to host a Budapest Freetown Challenge. We go on quite a lot of African tourism activities, and then we participate in quite a lot of international forums, whether it pertains to climate change, whether it pertains to women in tourism, the UNWTO, the African Union. We have also done some work in terms of human resource capacity building, where we have developed a human resource capacity building strategy plan for 5 years. And our hope is that we roll it out in the next 3 to 4 years. We've interfaced with quite a number of actors, especially through study visits, study tours. Those study visits have been able to give us that leverage in terms of knowing what is happening at all levels.
For the first time in the history of this country, We have a marketing and a rebranding strategy. And these are some of the promotional materials that the project has been able to help us with. We have been able to have tourism representative for UK and Germany, Spain. They were with us in this year's WTM. Can you imagine that for the first time in the history of Sierra Leone bringing a UN WTO to Sierra Leone? That is going to be supported by the bank as well.
We've attracted ProBlue, for example, that is seriously trying to create interest in developing what we call the circular economy in Sierra Leone, using recyclable materials, less so of those plastic and the like, but others that are relevant, particularly in the tourism industry.
We are very, very happy to be one of the beneficiaries of SLEDP World Bank cohort program, and we are also fortunate to come across the ProBlue plastic reduction project, because as a company dealing with plastic, we also wanted to go into recycling. This is causing a lot of problems. We want to replace these sachets with this. The youth will be engaged in collection of this plastic, form them into groups in different communities. So they will stop all this sand mining and deforestation, concentrating on doing business for themselves. They will be bringing it to us, and then we will be giving them in exchange cash, and these are products. So they will be taking this product and this product to the community women, who will be selling it directly to household. This will be for the hotels, where they will be using it with their dispensers, which are reusable, so that those who are not fortunate to pay for their education to university level, we as a company will be able to help through this fund. And we are just looking for whatever support we can get in order to make this thing possible.
The second aspect of diversifying economies to support SMEs. We all know that SMEs are very important to the economy. They provide employment, and so this project is also seeking to support their business activities.
We are principally charged with the mandate of developing and growing SMEs in country. We are working with the Sierra Leone Economic Diversification Project in making sure that benefits meant for SMEs reach the target beneficiaries. We've supported 60 SMEs. We are aware of the fact that our SMEs lack the basic capacity, so we capacity building.
One of the trainings divided for us is finance management. We came to know that we can do it actually very well if we are able to manage our income. At first, we couldn't document what comes in, what we spend. After the training, we came to know we have to take note of every money that comes in. At the end of 1 month, we came to understand the huge sum of money we were able to actually make.
You in the training, I learned a lot. When you want to start up your business, you need for doing the charts first for know if the idea where you get, if people will let them, they will go into them. They learn how you brand your products, so your product will stand out from other people and products them. I really appreciate, I really glad it was SLEDP Innovation Excel with World Bank, where they give you this opportunity for get this knowledge but with business, because like me I not be the only idea they, but through them help and support, they able make able know say na so for run my business, where my business will become sustainable.
We are also aware they face the challenge of access to finance, so we facilitate access to finance for them. We are also working with emerging business development support service institutions, 5 of them. The project has supported them. We've trained them, capacitated them. They are now to do training for our SMEs.
I am one of the selected 5 emerging incubators. This opportunity has opened so many doors for me. The training was extraordinary. We've now got a grant to help us develop a space that we can work with startups, entrepreneurs, ideas from early stages.
We are also working with tertiary institutions to become emerging incubators. We have also supported them to do business pitch and hackathons, through which various business ideas we are supported with winning prizes to fight how best we can imbibe the culture of entrepreneurship in the minds of upcoming generation, so that will reduce the unemployment rate amongst them and shift their mindset away from becoming office workers or job seekers to become job creators. The project has given us a business SME advisor, vehicle, furniture, communication materials, and computers. We've benefited also for capacity building.
The quest to bring about a transformative turn in the SME and entrepreneurship ecosystems can only be achieved with great teamwork and dedication to meeting the project's objectives.
The daily management and coordination for the implementation of the Sierra Leone Economic Diversification Project sits with the Project Coordinating Unit, which is at 35 Pacific Street. The unit, as mandated in the project design, facilitates or supports the implementation of the activities, objectives, and reforms through strong coordination and technical support to the technical implementing agencies who are primarily responsible for the implementation of the project activities. At the PCU, there are a set of specialists who are well qualified and committed individuals who support these technical implementing agencies on a daily basis to ensure that activities are implemented within the stipulated timeline and in the manner in which they are designed. The fiduciary aspect of the project sits with the project fiduciary management unit who handles procurement and finance. But within the PCU, there is a procurement specialist and a financial management specialist as well. The project governance structure has the project steering committee, which is chaired by the Ministry of Finance, and within that committee you have the Ministry of Trade, the Ministry of Tourism, and the technical leads, as well as the private sector. When we talk about SLEDP and we talk about the achievement of SLEDP, this is as a result of the strong collaboration, coordination, and good relationship between the PCU and that of the technical implementing agencies. This is the midterm. We have another half term of the project to go. Within that period, we aim to ensure that we leave a lasting legacy within Sierra Leone.